literally just yesterday I was talking to, it was two friends, one that I see often and one that I don't. And the one that I didn't see, I was talking about this new venture a little bit and just what I'm up to. I'm going to be gone for a month in April in Southeast Asia, and was telling them how I'm doing it and traveling. And they gave me the dirtiest look.
Yes.
They were like,
oh no.
Yeah.
and I was like, what? And they were like, I could never, and I don't remember what it was they said exactly, but they were like, I could never do that. That sounds crazy, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you shouldn't follow me then.
Right. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
Don't follow me. In fact,
Point
you
blank.
don't.
I'm not expecting everyone in the world to follow me.
You're obviously not interested. That's fine. And people have the right to have their opinion, but let their opinion stop at their opinion. You don't need to drag it on, okay? You don't need to continue in that into a negative conversation behind it. Just that's not the way I think. That's not what I've decided to do. Let it go. But those people who are a part of what you're trying to accomplish, those are the people who you want to embrace. And the negative ones, just like you said, then you obviously won't be following me.
No.
That's okay.
And that's okay, because I don't need everybody.
Or if you do follow me, post negative comments, because
right.
great.
Yes.
Like, because, hey, like I said,
Everybody needs haters. That's
everybody
right.
needs haters.
Yeah. And it's so funny because, I'm so excited about what you guys are doing, because sometimes we allow ourselves to be, influenced by the negativity, and we don't do it, and then you spend the rest of your life in regret or in the what if I would have. And you don't want to get to an age where you should be relishing your accomplishments and be able to share the things that didn't go so well and still have the what ifs.
Right.
If I shoulda, woulda, coulda, but didn't.
Yeah.
No, live your life, explore the things that you want to do, and do them to the best of your ability, because someone out there needs what you have to bring to the table. Right? And so, yeah.
Yeah. I have always been a very kind of thus and so, like, kind of, I don't know what the word, very calculated thinker. And yes, logical. But I remember in starting my first business, one of the things that I thought about, because I was really trying to think it through, like, okay, do I really want to do this? Like, this seems like a lot. I could just drop it right now and do something else, and just work a regular job or do something else. But one thing that I thought about, and what you just said reminded me of it, is that trying to do something and then not succeeding at it is one thing. It's something that you can get over. Not ever trying something and then thinking, what if I had done that? What would have happened? That doesn't ever end for the rest of your life.
It's never resolved.
Yes.
So it might be a little bit more, the pain might be a little sharper to try something and not succeed at it, but it does end. And whereas that dull ache of what if for the rest of your life.
And that's exactly what it is. It's a dull ache, and it keeps coming up.
Yeah.
Right? Like, every time you get into a conversation that has anything to do with anything of substance, you bring that up.
Yep.
I wish I would have. I wonder if I could have. It'll continue to come up as this nagging, small pain.
Right.
Versus jumping out there and doing it. So now you've written your, obviously you've written your business plan. And so now you are looking for investors.
Yeah. I mean, anyone who can bring, some light into the business. I mean, I have my logo done. One of my friends who's a graphic designer, she did that.
Okay.
I've had newsletters. So I have newsletters set up that go out maybe like once or twice a month, depending on the month. Just giving people, okay, here's like little smidget of what I'm doing. Here's, the updates. Here's some news. What else? I have the Facebook page running. Instagram is running. So yeah, I've been talking to my business advisor, getting all the kinks out, and right now we're doing test runs and getting feedback on, how do you think the service is running? Like, what do you think of it so far? It hasn't quite launched, but it's very close. It's on the tip of the iceberg. And, you know, of course, who doesn't need more money
Of
in their
course,
business?
of
And
course.
I'm starting this off of, you know, my own. It's like
Right.
I'm not getting my family to put anything towards it. You know, this is my idea, and they know about it, but this is all me,
Right.
pretty much. And, you know, just putting money aside, putting it into another account, so I don't spend it on me, I spend it on the business. So,
Yes.
you know, when I'm using that card for something, it's for the business solely. And, you know, that's another thing that, you know, I try to track the expenses on, because,
Right.
you know, I can't just spend it frivolously or else I won't have any money.
Yeah.
I mean, I might not have a lot, but with that little, I can just do little things,
Right.
just the little things that will help me open this business up. I mean, it's not like I have to buy light fixtures and things
That's
like that.
right, exactly.
Because it's not a storefront. It's things like the consoles itself, buying things like digital ware, like, you know, the website host, like paying their services and things like that. So there's a lot of money that has to go into it. And, you know, I'm just hoping for just a smidge more. And then I'll
To
say,
really
hey,
give it a kick."
everybody.
Right.
Hey, everybody, try this. Try
Right.
Castile consoles.
See,
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
that.
because right now it's like I have a small fleet of video game systems.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's enough to do test runs, but, you know, to say, hey, 50 states of America, try this.
Try
It's
this.
like, if
Yeah.
too many people get on at one time, everybody's going to be waitlisted. So
Right.
Yeah.
It's going to be like playing the lottery.
Right.
It's like, oh, only a few of you are winners, and the rest of you, gotta wait. I'm sorry, try again.
No, but I love the business, I think, and I really respect your courage. I do, and the stick-to-itiveness, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's encouraging, and that's one of the reasons that I really do try to surround myself with other entrepreneurs or small business owners, is because it's really easy to get inside your own head and think about the possibilities. I don't even think that's an appropriate word, of failure, and the potential, I guess I should say, of failure, and it's really easy to get really sucked into that. But then when you see somebody else doing it, and you're like, but no, they're doing it.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
It's like, okay, no, I can do this too.
Yes, and they don't have to have the same business, like you said, just the small business community.
Right.
You know, you can all have different businesses, but wait a minute, we're all doing it. You know,
Right.
we're not talking about it only, we're actually doing it. So from a we're doing it perspective, we can encourage each other.
Yeah,
Right.
and it's such a it becomes such a resource pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know that I like my regular tracking of expenses and all of that stuff. I was doing a paid program for that, and it started to get like, okay, it doesn't feel like I should be needing to pay for. It was pretty simple and straightforward, and so the first thing I did was reach out to a couple other entrepreneurs and ask them, you know, what do you use to record your expenses and income and everything, and what does it cost? You know, do you know of anything that's free? Do you even recommend anything that's free? And sure enough, like I found one that was free and works perfectly for me. And so I'm saving, you know, it's not a ton of money. After a year, it will be.
It will be, that's right.
But you know, all of that to say, the small business community really does become such a resource pool, because other people have run into problems that you're coming up on.
True.
And they're so willing to share the information.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when we started this radio show, that's one of the things that Nathan and I realized was that people are so ready and willing to share the information that they have, and just for free.
Yeah.
You know, they're willing to, you know, give you advice. They're willing to support you. They're willing to point you in the right direction, encourage you. And all of that's free and freely given, you know. So, yeah, the small business community is just that. It's a community of people that, you know, because as you go, you grow, you know more people. That's what happens with you, too. You know, people will definitely jump on board and support your efforts. So now if people want to become a part of your fan club and cheer you on and possibly donate, how can they do that?
They can go to my main site right now because the actual website is nowhere near finished. No, let's just not talk about that. Facebook is where I'm at. Facebook.com/Castile, which is my last name, Consuls. And then also Instagram. I'm on Instagram, maybe not so much. We don't post so many pictures as we do talking on Facebook, but Instagram.com/Castile Consuls, or if you're on the app, just type in Castile Consuls, and there we are. And also I have email, and you can just send all your general questions there.
Okay.
CastileConsuls@gmail.com.
Okay. Yes.
Those are the main three.
Okay. So we'll make sure we put that on our website.
Yes.
And we'll make sure that we follow you and support you, because I really, really love your idea. I think it's excellent, and I think it's timely.
Thank you.
And I think you're going to do very well, extremely well. Yeah.
Thank
and I want you,
you.
as you grow, I want you to come back on the show and let us know all of the growth that you have, because I've already required that of Nathan. Is that as he's traveling, because as everyone knows, Nathan was my assistant. And so I'm just going to put this out there. When he first told me about his new adventure, I was so happy for him and so sad for me, because I was like, what am I going to do without Nathan? And then, but we figured out how online he can still support me in certain areas, and I was happy about that. But more on, he told me his idea, and I was like, wow, that's a great idea. But the more I thought about it, the more excited I got about it. So every week when we get together and go over stuff for the show and all of my personal stuff that I need to have help with, we wind up talking about his business, and we wind up like talking about ideas, and I get all excited, and now I'm knee deep in his, giving him suggestions and ideas, and he's polite enough to listen, but but I'm excited for him is my point. And and that's the way it should be. We should want to see each other grow. So just to watch him, on his, to watch you on your ventures is just going to be exciting for me. I'm so looking forward to it.
Me too.
So yeah, this is going to be great.
I just met you, Nathan, and I want to see you do well too.
Thank you.
I know some people who would be really interested in, looking at travels and things like that.
Right?
I know me, I haven't been anywhere. I have a passport with nothing in it.
But at least you have the passport. But you will be traveling.
I took that
soon.
step to get one.
There you go.
Yes.
And then Nathan, how do we follow you? How do we?
Well, my website is nathanmfinch.com. That's the blog. And just the website with where I've just gone, where I'm going, all of that fun stuff. My Instagram and my Twitter are It's Nathan Finch. And then those would be the main ways. Nathan at nathanmfinch.com if someone wants to email me about something. But really, the best way to get in contact with me would be to go to the website nathanmfinch.com.
That's cool. That's cool. Now, will you be setting up like a Facebook page or anything for that?
No, I will not be.
Okay.
And that's one of the things that I help you with is social media.
Yes.
And pulling from my previous knowledge on social media, and then also helping you with yours and doing some other small gigs with it, I decided that my personal Facebook was good enough for that.
Okay. Yes.
And so Instagram and Twitter are the two big ones for me.
Perfect. Perfect. I like that.